Good afternoon. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2017. I'm Joe Paul, the local president. I have a handful of things I want to talk about today. First and foremost is we have 2 or 3 removals, a couple 14-day suspensions, a couple 7-day suspensions, and numerous letter of warnings everywhere, not just in the plants or Lakeland or Seminole or Orlando PNDC, but out there in the field as well. And most of them are attendance related. So be careful and watch yourself because management seems to be being a little closer on that. So kind of keep your eyes out for that. We have in Orlando PNDC, we have a lot of things going on in maintenance. We still have grievances on the Moss clerk job that they did away with, the ET job, and the staffing package. We're fighting those hard. We're not in agreement with any of it. So we're going to stay on top of that and we'll keep you abreast of that as it goes. Right now, they're denying these things as step 1. We're also doing the line H issues all around, trying to get the custodian hours and getting paid for those. So we are on top of all those. So once we start getting some resolves, we'll start letting you know what's going on. Let's talk about the MVS craft. Vega, which is your maintenance craft director, Gilbert Vega, just received some monetary awards that we're putting together right now to make sure that we don't miss anybody. There's like 8 or 9 of them. So he's been diligently working on those, trying to get them together, and I'm going to go over them to make sure everything's fine. That's a great thing. The one-man staffing grievances that we've been talking about for a long time in the Orlando PNDC. Well, we had a problem with our old labor representative from the Postal Service. She drug her feet on a lot of things. Now Postal Service has assigned a new labor rep. And within a week, our steward, Kathy Holmes, has come to a lot of positive results there, really, with her. And they haven't finalized anything in writing yet, but they are looking at some monetary settlements. And Kathy's been, I just want to tell you right off the bat, you've heard a lot of things about, well, why aren't we getting these? Well, it wasn't Kathy. This was labor dragging their feet. Kathy is finally coming with labor, a new labor rep, and they're coming to some good resolves. There'll be monetary resolves. Once they get signed, then we'll let you know more about it. But you need to be really thankful and thank Kathy when you see her because you're going to be receiving some money. And she's done a heck of a job, and I just want to commend her. That's a great job she's done for it. Not just us, for everybody, and she's staying on top of it. After this Function 1 scheduler, we're not going to put up with anything with that. We believe there should be 2 people in the machine. I don't care how much mail there is. There should be 2. So that's what we're going to go with, and we're going to stick with it. If we have to send them to step 3, we will. Let's talk a little bit about the some other offices out in the field. We have some issues in Lakeland with the custodians. We feel like that we did a staffing package. We were in there. We feel like they should have more custodians in there. We feel like that's in the main office mostly. There should be. We still have a BEM job, building mechanic job. That's a step 3. They're contracting out a lot of our work. Some of our people just don't have the time to get to the work. But that's not our fault. That's the Postal Service's fault. And we need the monetary settlements and the jobs for that. And out in the field, we were out there at the VMF in Orlando PNDC, where Bob McSorley and I also traveled out to the VMF at Lake Mary, because we had a labor management meeting in DeLand, Florida, which is also a hotbed of problems. We had that 2 days ago. I believe I took care of a lot of that, but only time will tell. We have problems in Oviedo. We have problems in Kissimmee. We have problems in about 12 different offices right now. We have 102 plus 3 plants. So as you can imagine, Merry Christmas, really, but we're staying on top of it. Now let me save some of the worst things, really. The Function 1 schedulers that are going on in Orlando PNDC and the Seminole PNDC. We're going to meet with Seminole next week. Right now they posted 3 level 7 expediter jobs, and I'm told 3 more express jobs. Those are supposed to be new jobs. So if you like the jobs, you need to bid the jobs. They're planning on accessing 3 people receive letters. They're accessing 3 out of the craft to another craft within the installation. They had to give them a 60-day notice letter, as by Article 12 in the contract. But what's going to happen is, when that time gets here, when they're going to be accessing 3, even the most senior clerk in the building can apply and take those jobs. You can have the 3 most senior people go into those 3 jobs. But what happened is, the bottom 3 people don't get access there, but the senior ones do. But remember, if you go there, you lose your seniority, just like you would if you were the junior person. The senior person that goes in lieu of, rather than the junior people, start a new period of seniority. don't have the opportunity to come back and you go down to level 4 pay. If you involuntarily get excess there, like the junior people forced there, they start a new period of seniority, they keep save grade level 6, and when a residual vacancy comes back in the craft, then they're going to get the opportunity to come back. So those are just some things. Next week I'll have a lot more information on that because we haven't yet met until Tuesday. Today we had our second meeting over at the Orlando PNDC. What they're planning on doing is posting some level 7 jobs that are going to be installation wide for every level 7, whether they're in bulk mail, lead sales service associates, or in the plants, level 7s. If they're reposted jobs, they're going to be posted for all the level 7s only. When they're new level 7 jobs, they're going to be installation wide. But also on tour 1, 2, and 3, they're talking about some repostings and some accessings off of those tours. So as we get more information, Tuesday of next week, I'll let you know more about that. But there are going to be a lot of jobs, a lot of people getting letters saying your job's going to be reposted. And there's going to be some accessing off of the tours. So Postal Service is doing this. We are not in agreement with any of it. Zero. But we're going to make sure that they do it right. We're not going to play around with that. So it's kind of frustrating, really. We don't want any of that to happen. But I wanted to give you a heads up. If you see a good job, something that you like, it's a good chance you need to bid on that job just to make sure. Let's see what else we have here. And pretty much that's about it that I can think of for today. But just kind of hold tight, until we get all the information, which we don't have. I've already seen a lot of flaws. We're trying to fix those flaws. The Postal Service, I don't know if it's probably not locally, but they're giving them bad information, and we're making sure that they do it right. I've got a good grip on this, and we will make sure it's done right. And we don't want any inconvenience to our members. And we're going to do everything in our power to take care of that. We're also still going to have our union meeting. I believe it's the 14th, not this Thursday coming, but the following Thursday at 7 o'clock. We're also trying to get together either in January or February. In the beginning, we like to have a picnic, and we're trying to get all our resources, all our information together, trying to line some kind of a picnic to where we can have your family, your relatives, your children, your grandchildren, and make this a good time for everybody. So in closing for today, that's all I have. I'm sorry that I went so long, but as I get more information, I'll brief you on more. And thank you very much for being strong, loyal APW members. Thank you very much.